If you want to win Trio FNCS this year, then don't forget to go drop a sub on the channel. It literally takes 3 seconds out of your time. Don't risk it. So for the first part of the video, I'm going to be going over the point system, and I'm also going to be covering how many points you are going to need to qualify, which is one of the most important parts, so you sort of know how many points you're going to go for every game. Then after that, I'm going to be showing you some good and bad plays made by me and my trio in the Champion Division Trio Cash Cup. And I'll wrap the video off with my best tips to help you guys pop off in FNCS. So let's get into the video. So if we open up the compete tab up here, we'll see that the first qualifier is on the February 4th to the 7th on the European region. Then it goes from the 11th to the 14th, and then the 18th to the 21st. So with that aside, let's go on to the tournament details. So if you guys see your region here, feel free to read away. But at least for Europe, it's top 1,500 trios will advance to round 2. Then the top 250 teams from that will go on to round 3. Then it narrows it down to the top 33 for all regions to get them all into the finals. So now focusing more on the point system, as you can see, it's a lot more heavy on placement than elims. There's only 1 point for an elim and lots of placements. If you're a trio and you're not able to get top 3 in at least 3 of your FNCS matches, I highly doubt you're going to be able to qualify, as getting at least top 2 in a game will get you 6 extra places just for the top 3 in the second spot. Because of that, I highly recommend going for about a 20 kill win on your first match and then playing full placement on the rest of your games. Due to the fact that you have to place top 1,500 trios to qualify for round 2, if we look at the FNCS week 3 from last season's FNCS Opens, we can see that placing top 1,500 on the exact same point system was around 121 points. So we can assume that it's going to be anywhere from about 110 to 130 points to qualify you into round 2, and that may be lower on other regions. Right, so here I'm going to be showing you a quick endgame little win that we got from the perspective of my teammate Rab. So basically he headshot snipes our biggest threat for high ground, and that basically just allows us to take height. Before taking height, you're always going to want to apply some pressure onto the people who you have identified as your biggest threats to stopping you from taking the height. So as you can see here, we just go up, making them a duo, and then as I'm quite low on mats at this point, I quickly drop onto the body, fast though, as I don't want to get full boxed by one of the players, and that basically just refreshes all our team's mats. What I found from taking height in these 50-50 zones is that if your team combined has at least 2,000 to 3,000 materials, then you should be able to hold height for the rest of the game without any hassle. And if you do take height in 50-50 successfully with all good health and mats, then you should be able to win the game, and you should have a 90% chance of winning. As you can see here, the zone pulls back over the hill. So me, Nebusaurus Rex, being the IGL, I'm telling Rab on YouTube to stay sort of ahead and connect us, while my other teammate Zerk is holding back and stopping players from coming up. As you can see here, we're being quite flexible because Rab takes over in holding players with his AR there, while I take height, and then we sort of switch around, and we sort of like to value being quite flexible in our trio, as it just allows you to survive more situations when you're scuffed. So after holding height for a while, the player with the most health is going to drop down, and they're probably going to want to get some kills just to clutch us some extra points, just to get you higher up on the leaderboard. As you can see here, I dropped down, I managed to get a kill to full damage, so I quickly get my finish. And since my whole trio is above me, I don't really care, I'm taking 50-50, so I get a cone in this guy's box, I kill him, and then the final player is just here, and it's a free win. So after that win, we managed to become top 200 on the leaderboard, so we knew we were going to be in quite a high elo lobby. So right here, we prioritize landing on a solo. So my 2 teammates land on 1 solo at the main building, but then I managed to see a green tack below me, and I see a guy landing next to me. So whenever you see like a shotgun like that that's free and no one's going to sort of stop you from getting it, you should always get it. As you can see here, I get some kills straight away off spawn because I have automatically better loot than all the other players.
There's 6 kids here, 6 kids. Yeah.
So as you can see here, I'm being quite vocal with my team, very loud, which can be quite good because it sort of hypes the whole team up. But you don't want to be too loud, however, because it can just put other people off the game and overall just mess up your tournament. After more consistent games, we found ourselves top 100 on the leaderboard. Obviously, coming with being top 100, we were in lobbies against all pro players and very, very stacked games, meaning it was very laggy. Due to a lack of experience, as you can see here, we sort of go down just to a lack of awareness in the end game. I do manage to aimbot one of the players, but they managed to get our wall and we were really not aware of it, and that basically made us go down in game 3. As you can see, for a player like me, and many of you guys as well, communicating well in these really, really intense and stacked end games is really difficult. So I recommend practicing at least 3 hours a day of just really stacked end game scrims, maybe on any server, just to get really used to lagging and just being in an intense situation. So guys, that wraps up for today's video. If you could just please do me one last favor, which is using code YT-NEB in the item shop. It would help me out a ton in growing my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow my Instagram at FN_NEB. And yeah, thanks for watching the video.